Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Denny here, and I just wanted to do a quick video here at home later in the evening. I wasn't planning on doing any video today, but I was at the gym earlier and I was reminded of a, um, sort of a ongoing thing, uh, our overwhelming attachment to the phone. Now, at the gym, I noticed that almost everybody's got their phone with them during their workouts. And what I've been trying to do the last few months, I don't do it every single workout, but I've been experimenting with leaving my phone in the locker room, just locking it up, doing the workout, and then, you know, getting it back, of course. Yeah, it's just kind of an alarming level of attachment to our phones, and it goes beyond just the gym or any particular event. It's every day. If you've ever thought about, if it's been years since you've parted ways with your phone and left the house, you um, without it, I mean, it's probably going to feel like, you left your penis at home in a jar or something. Um, it's crazy. I actually, in the summer, I'd go out for jogs and I'd leave the phone at home. And I found that it was kind of liberating, kind of cool. It's a little bit of a fresh, you know, uh, feeling. Or I don't know how to describe it. It's, I guess liberating, just different. It takes a little time to get used to because like everybody else, I have to have my phone, especially if you rely on it for your job. So it's something fun to try. I think the attachment to phones, although it's uh, obviously a great tool, and living in the modern world, there's almost everything is done on the phone. Uh, Now you could say, well, don't want to leave, I don't want to separate myself from my phone when I'm at the gym because, and I understand people have their routines posted on there, they have their progress, there's health apps that, measure certain things, and, you want to be able to answer a text if it comes in while you happen to be at the gym, or a phone call, or you might check something on your social media that relates to your time at the gym, like if you're following a fitness influencer and you're trying to get some instruction. There's so many reasons why people have their phones at the gym, but I think it's just gotten a little out of control where I think people's workouts are being affected negatively. You see guys that will sit at a certain machine and they'll be, texting away in between sets, and they won't even realize that the time in between sets has elapsed, and they just keep going. Sometimes they'll sit there for like 5-6 minutes on the phone. And if you're into fitness and working out, too much time in between sets is not good, depending on who you talk to. But anyways, it just prolongs the workout. You could be more efficient if you just did the workout. Now, well, what about, you have your routines posted on there, you got to look at it. Well, I mean, you could still leave the phone in the locker room, and you could, let's see, you could just do this. It's a little book, pen and paper, something we used to have in the 90s. You could just write your routines on here. You can just write it out and just proceed with your workout. I found when I left my phone in the locker room that I was able to get my workouts done quicker and do the same amount. because I wasn't distracted. It would catch me off guard too. I get a text from a friend, we get into a exchange, and before you know it, I'm spending like extra 10-15 minutes on the phone. And some people are just uh, just an overall um, disconnection from the environment itself and the people. You don't even notice the people as much because you're always on your phone. And you could be distracted by other things other than your phone. You could probably thank Lululemon and Under Armour for that. But yeah, try not to be distracted by that either, if you know what I mean. And it's crazy. Like I seen one guy today. He was doing like the tricep curl machine, and he actually had the phone in this hand, and he's doing like the one arm things while he was texting. Like he could not put the thing down just to do a set and then go back to the phone. And there's kind of an ongoing joke. I've seen some memes and some funny shorts videos where guys will walk around the gym and they'll approach a guy who's sitting at a machine on his phone, and the standard thing used to be, "Hey bro, how many sets you got left?" It's kind of a standard thing that people joke about. How many sets you got left, man? But now they walk up and they'll instead of how many sets, they'll say how many texts. How many texts you got left? And I've wanted to say that so many times because I've seen these guys sitting there texting away and scrolling and looking and scrolling, and it's like, bro, how much longer are you gonna be? And yeah, it's like just almost everybody's on these things all the time. Just this insane level of attachment. So I think to break away from that, even just to do it as a practice in your life from time to time, to leave your phone, whether you go outside for a walk or you leave it in the locker room at the gym. If you've ever gone swimming, you know that it's sometimes difficult to take the phone with you to the pool. So it's sort of like the same thing where, if you could do it at the swimming pool, maybe you could do it in other places. I wouldn't recommend leaving it in your vehicle if you're going shopping or stepping out of the car to do some sightseeing. You don't want your phone stolen potentially. So yeah, I mean, it's just a cool thing to practice and kind of puts you more in the moment, lets you experience the environment. When I started putting the phone away at the gym, I noticed people more, and you could kind of amuse yourself. When you see the same regular people over and over again at the gym, I have like little nicknames for the people I see regularly. Like there's this dude on the he's always on the treadmill. I call him Hydroman because he sweats so much. It's like dripping profusely off this guy. I think he has maybe a glands issue or some sort of thing, poor guy, but he's out there working it. So all power to him. And then there's like the there's the 70s guy, 70s basketball guy, I call him, because he's got the Chuck Taylors and the socks that go up to the knees almost. Kind of an interesting, kind of a retro nostalgia look. He's out there, hitting it hard. So yeah, it's good to just be able to look around and not be a slave to your device, because it does kind of control your life. It's you probably treat it more closely than you do your spouse. Cherish it more, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's more important to you than anything. So that's not good. It's a great tool, and it is modern technology. We need it, and it's been a double-edged sword for society, of course, and we just need to kind of balance things out, be a little more present, kind of experience life through our five senses and not just the LED screen that we're looking at, because that's not real life. We don't even know if half the stuff we see is real, or if it's AI, or if it's even important to us. A lot of it's just a waste of time. It's brain rot. It's stuff that doesn't help you progress if you're just scrolling for something to be amused by. So yeah, use it as a tool and as a positive thing. That's why I've kind of started trying to be a creator rather than always a consumer. I found that doing YouTube videos now, I've not watched nearly as much YouTube as before. I'm kind of always thinking about ideas and stuff now, which is kind of cool. So yeah, if you focus on putting stuff out, whether it's putting out a good workout or giving yourself some quality time out in nature, being present, being mindful of what you have and what's around you in the world, and not be distracted. And head buried in the phone is almost like head buried in the sand. So just thought I'd share that little tidbit of information is kind of what's in my mind. Again, no script, just off the cuff. I'm not really flowing these ideas together very well. I'm just kind of trying to think of what is coming next, and sometimes it doesn't come. So, but anyways, hope you got something out of this, and leave your phone in the locker room and see how it goes. Let me know. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate y'all. God bless. Peace out. Denny.